Welcome back to you for another yummy update, friends. You know, with the business cycle and everything else going around in crypto, the weekly chart still says we are in a bull market. Oh, man, I got my heart broken earlier. We've got to play some angel music for that because turns out the ISM, the business cycle, somehow ticked down to 49. Ah, man, that now marks 29 months of horror. Man, I can't believe it, friends. Just to give you context, Satoshi snapped when this thing was only 12 months. It was 12 months in. He goes, that's it. We need Bitcoin. So we're now in month 29, okay? It is literally, without a doubt, the worst cycle. But this is a biblical, epic in the bad way, horrific nightmare. I mean, look at this, dude. 29 months of a sluggish economy without ISM going to 52 plus. And that's when traditionally alt season and stuff come out here. Now, friends, I actually have some breaking news. Shout out to my friend Coexistent Steven. So we found some messages from the pDAI exploiter. Okay, the rogue Vietnamese kid, wink, wink. And there's been multiple messages. The first message, we've already seen this, right? Where he goes, it's funny when people say I have unlimited minting rights. He actually said there is no unlimited minting, okay? But Mr. Coexistent Steven, shout out to you, sir. He's been scanning the chain, ran some script. I don't even know how it works. And he found a second message from the exploiter. Now, it's 2 days old. Some people say they've seen it. I don't know if you've seen, I've never seen this one. Okay, this is the second one. Maybe I missed it. I did not know there was a second one. So I'm gonna read you the message. Okay, let's actually read it together. He says, Mint pDAI Unlimited. Ha ha, you guys make me laugh. Okay. Now, by the way, as I continue, this reads, friends, okay, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like Richard, he's like, okay, what does a 16-year-old boy playing Dota or League of Legends from Vietnam, what do they sound like on the internet? Friends, I played a lot of Dota. This is exactly how they type. Double smiley face question mark. Haha. Like, faux VC, bro. I got a lot of Vietnamese friends. I know exactly how the Dota match is going when we got some Viets on the team. Okay? Look what he says. I Faro Mako DAO available design. It's literally it's how I would imitate a little Vietnamese kid in an internet cafe playing Dota. That's gold, man. Then why is it called mining? While in Ethereum, when there is liquidation and no one competes in the auction, I still have profit, like in PulseChain, because the profit I earn is from MakerDAO's time decreasing price auction mechanism. The profit I earn is from me spending 15 million pDAI to buy the liquidation of CDP, then borrowing it back. And then here comes Richard. Because no one competes in the auction, I can buy it at a more preferential price. So I have a profit, double smiley face. Why is it stealing or mining? I accept risks to make profit, which is wrong with me. Which is wrong with me, question mark. If I execute address at a higher price than the Oracle, I still lose 4.5 million pDAI per loss. So don't be jealous of others and distort the truth like that. It's funny. There was actually, friends, people sending him messages back and forth. There have been a few of us trying to take call on the ETH-B clipper, but it seems we are missing something. What's the secret sauce, big dog? Who sent this, by the way? It sounds like you're an insider, bro. Who sent that message? Okay, someone's sending a message to the exploiter. Hey, what's the secret sauce? What code do we have to do? I'm the dev, so I've got to figure out the code. Then we have, hello, friend. Please do my brother a favor. Send 25 million pDAI. You're helping my family. And then they go back and forth. Here we have, oh, please join our Twitter spaces. And then admirer of the dong, message 7. Hey, friend, huge fan of your work, etc. Shout out to Mr. Coexistent Stevie as well, friends. I don't know if you've seen this as well. This is Richard Hart in his prime.
Here we go, homies.
Hello, sir. Richie. We're down 90%, sir.
Oh,
can we please
dirty.
pump the chain now?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Sir, we're down 90%, sir. Can we get a bit of a pump?
So that's what's been going on, friends. It is breaking news. Some people say they've seen it. Thank you to Mr. Stevie uncovering all these messages. Now, Friends, this is the funniest part, okay? So this is Vietnamese Wojak, all right? This Vietnamese Wojak. It looks so funny, man. They do have the little CRTs everywhere, don't they? Now, they actually, this is I can't believe this, okay? They actually believe that a random Vietnamese kid minted pDAI on May 11th, 2023, 2 days before PulseChain launched. We have the transaction. I've posted it many times. May 11th, 2023, 2 days before PulseChain launched, which was May 13th, the exploiter minted pDAI. They actually think it's a Vietnamese kid. So that's the magic of this whole story. They actually, friends, they really think Richard Hart was talking to someone, probably like one of the the Chinese ICQs or whatever, and they really believe Richard Hart installed feetpix.exe, a Trojan, and this Vietnamese kid got access to his computer because he thought, Richard thought, hey, I got to look at some feet pics of some girl. And then when the hacker got in, they really think this hacker said, wait a minute, instead of just hacking everything, I know, I'm going to go access his Amazon servers. I'm going to mint the token pDAI to test it because I am front running a 2-year visionary prophetic stablecoin narrative in cryptocurrency industry. Because that's what they're saying. They really think a Vietnamese kid did that. I'm baffled. I really am baffled. That's friends. I read comments all the time like, why, show me, why won't you understand? Did you Vietnamese kid? Look, I don't give a shit what you think, man. Okay. If you honestly think Richard Hart, you think this dude I just paid for you. Okay. You really think Richie installed feetpix.exe? You think a Vietnamese kid? You really think it's a Vietnamese kid? Yeah, a Vietnamese kid front-run a stablecoin narrative for crypto industry. That's what he did when he had access to PC. He goes, I know, this guy's launching a chain. Let me go mint one of the tokens. Only one of the tokens. Look, but they do believe it. They do. They do believe it. This is the price right now. I don't know what the price does, okay? Can it always have one more stab down? It can, okay? I like this V, though. We'll see what happens, all right? But I'm not making this up. They literally do believe that. They think, look, even Eric Wall made the essay. They go, oh, poor Richard Hart, he failed. He tried all these things, but he's failed. And it's like, bro, so, okay, you're telling me the guy who wouldn't even show his computers for OPSEC, he installed feetpix.exe. You're telling me, all right, man, okay. All right. Just to let you know, friends, I know how this game works, okay? Your opinion is a reflection of the price. That's the crowd. Yeah? So you're like, oh, Richie, talking to Vietnamese girls again, huh? Those feet pics, you know? Couldn't lay off it for a day, could you, Richie? I am taking the opposite to that, okay? And people try to spin shit and like, no, he's buying or he's selling or he's saying this, he's saying, I don't give a crap about what you think. You're literally the noise of the crowd. Doesn't matter, okay? Price matters. And time. I'm sure you've seen by now as well, friends. There's been some non-friendship from DeBank. Very unfortunate. So apparently as well, I saw from Giga. Now, I don't have all the facts, okay? But from what I've heard is, and don't lose the plot, but apparently we've had 3 generous PulseChain whales. Thank you, whales. We love you. They've reached out to Rabby, DeBank. So DeBank owns Rabby, which I didn't know until today, okay? DeBank owns Rabby, the wallet, and they've deleted all PulseChain wallet viewing. Don't know why you do that, man. You guys, I'm telling you don't want the Nomics curse, okay? We cursed Nomics, dead. Gary Gensler, I used my 666 follow on him. What happened to him? 1.5 years later, fired by the president, okay? Total embarrassment for the rest of the world, okay? Literally whole career in shambles. Now, the bank friends, apparently those 3 generous whales approached Rabby and the bank, and they said, hey, we, generous whales, thank you, baby dolls. Now, really, God bless you. They offered them financial compensation. They go, how much money you want? And guess what? They said, we don't want any money, move. Now, I'm gonna hope I was reading a make-believe story, the bank, if you guys said that. That sounds like war to me. We don't want any financial compensation. F off. I hope it's Richard Hart playing FUD. But I don't know, friends. It's all weird how it's all synced at the same time. Okay? I don't know how to even process that. I'm very shocked. Now you might say, but Somi, maybe PulseChain doesn't do enough volume and the other chains they support do. Get ready for this lollipop. PulseChain does $31 million of volume every day, and they support dogshit Moonbeam and dogshit Dogechain, which we both got rugged on. They only do 40K volume. Friends, do you want to know? We're literally doing, so they're doing like 30 to 40K volume. We're doing $30 to $40 million of volume. Do you know that's a 1,000x difference? Yeah. We are literally 1,000 times more active. Not 2 or 5 or 10. 1,000 times more active. There's obviously some foul play here. 99% of the time, it's because they don't like Richard. Okay, dude, I can go through every founder. Okay, why do you support Bitcoin? Doesn't even have a founder. He's gone. He rugged everyone. He literally went away. Why do you support Ethereum? Vitalik's literally shitting all over Donald Trump publicly, said nothing about Joe Biden or any of the vaccines or giving hormone blockers to kids or eating soy, drinking soy, bathing in soy, or dumping all the tokens on the community or literally rugging all the meme coins, then go donating to India who turn their back on him, take a big fat shit on Ethereum and go sign up to Soylana anyway. What an embarrassment that was. You didn't say anything about that. You support Boba Chain, otherwise known as Boob Chain. There's literally 4 users, if you're lucky. I mean, the chain was so dead, it used to be called Omnise Go. Do you know who used to be on Omnise Go, friends? OMG, it used to be Tether, USDT. But the chain was so bad and trashed, they literally moved off it. 8 years ago. What's your response? I'm just saying, I don't think you want the curse, man. DeBank, I don't think you want the curse. Hopefully more information comes out. DeBank also own Rabby wallet, so just all the support's gone. We do have alternatives, so God bless everyone. We have InternetMoney.io, InternetMoney from Brother KG, who is my brother and my friend. We have PLS Folio, PLSFOLIO.com. And then we also have PLS369.com. Now, during these times, friends, as well, so if you click on like portfolio, I don't even have anything here, but you can go to portfolio and view stuff. We have to be very mindful, like they're probably just going to have like a rush of users, and you deserve it now. I mean, you've been here with the community, and there's probably like a lot of bugs and things to fix and fonts and stuff over time, but this is the PulseChain community has been through this, you know, like, okay, you steal food from us, okay, we grow our own corn, yeah? Oh, you steal my my nice wooden vertical straight chair, okay, we got a squeaky chair maker now. We have that, friends, you know? We've got a fluffy slipper replacer. We pack it down. We do. Self-sustained. And even when we go down here, friends, even in the comment section, remember I spoke to you about the Vietnamese kid? Like, everywhere is lurking around here. Look at these comments. Do either of those chains have KOLs doubling down on a dangerously vulnerable fork stablecoin? I'm sorry, the timing is no coincidence. You pose a threat to inexperienced crypto users with big reputations. Firstly, I don't give a shit about a reputation. Secondly, go get yourself checked at a mental hospital. You think Richard Hart installed feetpics.exe and a Vietnamese kid accidentally minted pDAI 2 days before launch. They have absolutely no explanation for that. None. Friends, none. I've heard it. It's funny. Friends, they even play my videos. Everyone watch the Twitter spaces, YouTube channels. They skip over that. Everyone on PulseChain, what is your explanation for someone, Vietnamese kid, wink wink, exploiter, minting pDAI 2 days before launch? What's your explanation? Okay? Because if you only got one, Richard Hart installed feetpics.exe. He was fooled by a hot young Vietnamese girl that turned out to be a Vietnamese kid flopping out his dong who had the foresight to front run a stablecoin narrative in crypto. I want to hear it. Come on. I summon all of you. Give me your explanation. You got none? You sound like this guy crying in the casino. By the way, that's the chart of Moonbeam, down 99.6%. That is the chart. You see it, friends? Not supported. Okay, well. And look, friends, I have still taken out the time. I believe, look, even after all this, I've still said, welcome to PulseChain, we love you, okay? We're going to leave the door open. We will leave the door open. By the way, shout out to my friend Slum Shady. Some sick April Fool's joke. Friends, you know what they did was, they were getting so much flack that they were going to de-support us. They deleted the announcement that they're going to not support us. They deleted it yesterday. So I made a post. Wow, they're not going to delist us anymore, but they deleted the announcement and we're still there. And we thought it was like some bug. No, it was just they were copping so much heat for it. They deleted it and they did it anyway. They think we'd go away. Everyone's been giving them the ratings they deserve. Actually, very unfortunate. Apple should allow negative ratings, okay? If I could give you less than 1 out of 5, I would. Okay, you can find my review. It's under Grandma Peggy 76. That's actually my name. This is the post from Giga. Wow, fighting your own chain with Mateus negotiating. Giga, we already had 3 whales reach out and offer compensation and they refused. Look, I hope Mateus were able to work through something, but this better not be right, man. Like, that's bad, man. That's not bad for us. That's bad, friends. That's bad for them. Interesting. What's going on in the crypto lands as well? Let's just enjoy this temporarily green April candle. April, friends, we're now in the month of April. Friends, I'm crying inside, man. You know, if you look at all the table charts for monthly returns of crypto, especially Bitcoin, you know, April is the deep, big double-digit green month in every single year. April. Even in the dog shit years. April is a month. Man, she's a great dancer as well. April, she dances on those green candles, friend. She makes those green candles rise. And look what we've come to, you know. It is what it is. So if you want to know the 2 biggest months of crypto, meant to be April and it's meant to be October. Right? April, you know, she's come out on stage. She gets on the pole snaps. Right? She hasn't been dieting for a long time and it shows. That's what April has come out to show us. You know, she stacks it, rolls over, the ceilings come off, you know. And October, it's feeling like it's going to be a cocktober for obvious reasons, but I'm not gonna judge it until we arrive there. For the rest of us, we are looking at an ETH BTC this low. Vitalik, it's time to stop the soy latte. Like, subscribe, catch you soon.